Cambodia is one of the most dynamic, vibrant economies in Southeast Asia. Pre-COVID, we had GDP growth of over 7% per year for the last 10 years. The platform economy here is already very vibrant, and it's ready then for the next stage of this digital world where we can play in a lot of different segments. We're the only 100% owned Cambodian operator, and we're very proud of our Cambodian heritage. We're the longest serving operator here for 24 years. We've moved away from being this dumb pipe which is associated with a lot of telcos, and this is why we're a live service digital provider. You know, our chairman, who owns Royal Group, as you know, he's got a vision of a fully connected Cambodian society. I wish it was just as easy as just pressing a button and everything becomes digital. Unfortunately, it's very hard work across a number of different segments to make sure all our consumers and the whole of Cambodia are fully aware of the power of what we're trying to do through this digitisation programme. We've got the cloud, the 5G, the digital programmes, all the Internet of Things. All this will come in the next 2 years here. We're working with, you know, agriculture and agriculture to make sure efficiency, pest control, flood monitoring out in the provinces. We're not digitising a company, we're digitising a country.
We knew that we couldn't improve on digital experience for our customers without going through the process ourselves. We had to change a lot of our processes, beginning with how we recruited people. We looked at digital literacy as a competency requirement, not only for those incoming, but also for people who are already on board.
People have been more and more reliant on their phones lately, and they use it for all kinds of things, whether for business or for personal purposes.
We feel now that the 5G and the digital strategy we've got will really help the country to build that better and put them in a prime position in the Southeast Asia, you know, community as being a shining light of 5G and digital transformation.
It expands our reach to new exciting technologies, including virtual realities, AR, VR, the IoT, and artificial intelligence as well. 5G will create demand for new digital skills in the workplace, and this is exciting for the current students.
The youth of today are the leaders of tomorrow. And with having such a youthful, you know, segment of 60% of the population under 30, we have to make sure these people are equipped for tomorrow's future.
Cellcard's approach is to teach through gamification and make sure that every online learning experience is fun and enjoyable.
Our influencers are really important to us. They see and they listen closely to what our subscribers are saying, how good or how bad our services were. It's a great way for us to ensure that we are giving the youth segment what they actually need for their digital lifestyle.
We've had up to 30 influencers signed to the brand at any given time. Some of the influencers and brand ambassadors we work with include the 9-year-old Princess Jenna Norodom, hip-hop rapper sensation Vanda, whose latest song release has just hit 60 million views online. We also have MMA fighter Charan Ratana, and we work with a load of content creators such as Reem Anchor in the gaming space.
I think to work with Cellcard as a brand in general is just putting yourself on the map. Definitely a lot of people will come to you because if this brand decided to work with him, there must be something that he's doing right. As a content creator, when we first work with a brand, then it becomes a one-sided kind of deal, right? Cellcard is actually listening to the voices of the people in this industry and make a difference.
We think Cambodia can be a real major player regionally in terms of the e-sports platforms. Some of the plans what we've got, we're going to build the world's first 5G gaming arena. We're working with the gaming people, the infrastructure people, to have a totally immersive experience which is unrivaled, not just in Cambodia, but we think it's one of the first in the world.
While we have partnerships with some of the world's largest game developers like Moonton, Tencent, more recently Garena and NetEase, we're also moving into partnerships where we now have value exchanges, merchandise and things like that, which are really much more exciting than just selling voice and data.
Cellcard has been confidently innovating. There are many firsts that we have brought to the Cambodian market. A personal favorite is Pokemac app, the first and the only Cambodian messaging app.
Telecom itself, the way it works, the way products are structured is not very difficult to understand, but to innovate and drive change in a legacy space is very difficult. And that's where you need a leader like Ian to enable that level of innovation to come in at the grassroots of an organisation.
Cellcard and Ian was on our perfect fit. Ian is a maverick and afraid to experiment and set trends. Under his leadership, we've had more than 35 awards, including Ookla and OpenSignal recognitions.
As a leader, I've got such in one way, an easy job because the team are so good. I tend to be highlighted to get the accolades and everything else, but that's not me. I'm as good as the team, and I just sit at this level just to make sure the ship's going in the right direction. And as you have a look at some of the industry stats, you know, the World Bank, the IMF, the GSMA, for every 10% uplift in mobile broadband penetration, usually a country's GDP will grow around about 1%. So we feel we have to empower and we have to educate and we have to have this partnership, not just with our customers, but the right outside partners to bring all these technology, all the services, all these new exciting things accessible to the Cambodian population. Cambodia is such a wonderful country and we want to make sure they've got the opportunity to stand tall in Southeast Asia and say, we are a digital society, we're fully connected, and this is all the benefits of what the Cellcard mission and the Cellcard principle and the Cellcard mantra of having this digital connected society bring. And we won't rest until that mission is fulfilled.